What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and our Detroit Lions Sim franchise. Back for another episode, another live commentary with the Detroit Lions Sim franchise. Went back to the live commentary part last episode. How did you like it? Leave your feedback down below. Was the video too long? Do you not want me to show any of this activity as far as the game prep, even though it's sped up, and the scouting, or do you want to see that in the sped up version? Let me know and I will adjust accordingly here as we get ready for the week 5 game by doing our prep and our scouting here. So we are ready for our week 5 game, 2-2 on the season. Can we beat the Giants? Let's find out. We do in fact beat the Giants, and one note here, I will be showing transactions and standings at the end of each of these videos. Let's take a look here, and we win 26-7 on the road. Looks like a good day passing the ball. Turn the ball over twice. Let's look at the player stats real quick. Stafford, 324 and a touchdown. Theo Riddick, 82 yards and a touchdown. Abdullah, 24 yards, so not bad on the ground. Cameron Bernard, 63 yards receiving. Kevin White, 130. Landry, 61 and a touchdown. Let's look at the defense here. Any sacks by any of our players? 2 by Anza. That puts him at 5 on the year. Micah Patrick, 1.5. Let's look at interceptions. Frederick Brandon with another interception this season. Let's take a quick look at the depth chart. We will also be looking at the stats for the season at the end of these videos, each of these episodes. So let's take a look at our depth chart. Do we have any injuries? We do not. That is good. So we move on to scouting and game prep for this week. So let's get ready for this week 6 game at home against the 2-3 Redskins. Let's find out if we can win. We got a bye coming up. Now let's take a look if we get the victory. We do in fact get the victory, 27-24 it looks like. How did we do it? Let's find out. That's 3 wins in a row for us. And it was, looks like a pretty evenly one game there. We got 4 takeaways. Wow, nice. Let's take a look at the player stats. Stafford, 2-on-1, 3 touchdowns. Looks like we got some fumbles in this game. Foster, 88, 51 for Riddick. Abdullah, only 15, a touchdown by Richardson there. Receiving, Golden Tate, 71 and a touchdown. Kevin White, 91 and a touchdown. Cameron Bernard, 16 yards receiving and a touchdown, so not bad. Defense, let's take a look at that. Interceptions, 1 by Frederick Brandon. I believe that's his 3rd on the year. And we'll take a look at fumbles. Must have had some fumble recoveries here. Glover Quinn with a fumble, forced and recovered. Eric Kendricks as well. And DeAndre Levy, all with fumbles and recoveries. Forced fumbles and recoveries. Any of these returned for a touchdown? No. Let's take a look at the injury report real quick and see if anybody got injured. Hopefully not. We don't need that. No, they did not. We have our bye week here, so we will take a look. We get to do a game prep for some reason, which we won't even do. But actually, we will do that. And we'll do our scouting, and we will be right back. So there, we just did our game prep for 2 straight weeks and our scouting for 2 straight weeks. Now it's time to get into this week 8 game against the 4-1-1 Oakland Raiders on the road. 4-2, can we get the victory? We need this one. It looks like, well, it's not necessarily a need, but let's get the victory. We do not get the victory. Let's look at the box score. It's a 28-20 loss, ending the 3-game winning streak. So we lose 2 games this year on the West Coast. As you take a look at the stats here, 2 takeaways for us. What happened in this game, though? Let's see. Stafford 224 and a touchdown. Randall got going for the Raiders. Riddick 73 yards. Abdullah having a hard time. Looks like he might be injured. He never got a carry in this game for some reason. Receiving, Tate 7 for 104 and a touchdown. Josh Gordon now playing for the Raiders. Landry 57 yards. White 55. Looking at the defensive stats. 2 sacks for Hudson. And Anza gets another sack. Actually, let's go back to the defense here. Didn't mean to do that. Let's look at interceptions. DeAndre Levy, Leon Hall with interceptions. And the Lions just lose 28-20 on the West Coast. Let's look at the injury report. Hopefully no one's on there. I'm wondering if Abdullah is on there. Let's take a look. Not getting any carries is a little weird. No, he is not. Still no injuries on this team. So we will go ahead, do our game prep and scouting in Sim Week 9. Let's get Week 9 going here and see if we can beat the 3-4 Kansas City Chiefs. We need this to stay above 500. We do not get the victory. We move to 500 on the season. It's a 17-13 loss. Let's see how it went stat-wise here. That's 2 losses in a row for us. And didn't turn the ball over. Got another takeaway. Stafford, 198 and a touchdown. Theo Riddick, 77 yards. Abdullah, 21. Nothing much there. Landry, 109 and a touchdown. Tate, 67 yards. Bernard, 23. Not much going on offense in this game. Defensively, well, 3 sacks for Malik Jackson. Dontre Morgan with 2. Anza with another sack. Interceptions. 1 by Darius Slay. He's having a good year. Let's take a look at the injury report. Then we will move on to the standings and the stats and transactions so far this season. Anything new here? No new injuries, so we're pretty healthy this year. We just can't climb out of being 500 on the season. As we look at the standings, we are atop the NFC North, surprisingly, from what I saw there. Tied with the Vikings at 4-4. Wow. The Packers 3-5. So we're still in the hunt. That is good. Let's take a look at the NFL standings here. You quickly go through here. 8-1 Texans had the best record. Seahawks behind them at 7-1. And here are the rest of the standings. 2-6 seems to be the worst in the league. Bills, Jets, Ravens, and Bears. And let's take a look at some transactions. Anything big happening in the league? Stephen Gilmore, he's re-signed 4 years, 35.6. Michael Brockers of Avery Morgan re-signing. Jalen Newman, a 7-year, $48.9 million deal. Anything else here? Nothing that sticks out. Jared Sam, 35.7. Ben Roethlisberger, 2-year, $43.1 million. He got more than Aaron Rodgers. And it's on here twice for some reason. I don't know why that is. Ryan Kerrigan gets 4 years, $33.1 million. Joe Hayden, we saw that one before though. And those are all your transactions. Let's take a look at stats so far this season. Matthew Stafford, 13th in the NFL with 1,900 passing yards, 13 touchdowns. I think that said 12. 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, not bad. Riddick, 591 yards, 2 touchdowns. Abdullah, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kevin White leading the way for our team with 489 yards, 35 catches. Landry behind him, Cameron Bernard behind him, and Golden Tate behind him. So Tate actually leads the way with 64 yards per game, 3 touchdowns. Landry has 4. Looking at the defensive stats here, if we can get there. Sacks, who leads the way? That would be Anza with 7. Who led with tackles? That would be Whitehead with 72. Interceptions, 3 for Leon Hall and 3 for Frederick Brandon. Darius Slay with 2. Fumble recoveries or forced fumbles, 1 by Slay, and no one else with more than 1. So there are your stats. Lions 4-4 on the season, top of the NFC North, tied with the Vikings. That is where they end up halfway through the season. Coming up in the next episode, it will be the start of the second half of the season. Can the Lions make a push for the playoffs? I want to hear your feedback down below. Leave any comments you have down there. Hit that like button if you enjoyed and share this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new and want to see more Detroit Lions sim franchise. And as always, you can follow me over on Twitter at MaddenBallerz. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.